where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
As we look around our world today, we feel like Habakkuk. In the first chapter, he says, "O Lord, how long shall I cry for help, and will you not hear? Or cry to you violence, and you will not save? Why do you make me see iniquity, and why do you idly look at wrong? Destruction and violence are before me, strife and contention arises. So the law is paralyzed, and justice never goes forth, for the wicked surround the righteous, so justice goes forth perverted." Doesn't that sound like our world right now? When COVID-19 first got started in the US, everything completely shut down. I saw a meme that said, "God got tired of us fighting and bickering, so He sent us to our rooms." That's certainly how it felt. And certainly we see violence of all sorts and bad things going on, and evil seems to triumph. We want to cry out, "God, why don't you do something?" God would have the same answer to us that He has for Habakkuk in verse 5. He said, "Look among the nations and see, wonder and be astounded, for I am doing a work in your day that you would not believe if told." In Habakkuk's case, he was raising up the Chaldean army to bring judgment on Judah, to bring them back to Him. And you can guarantee God is working in our culture today. He allowed COVID-19 for a reason, probably many reasons that would wonder and astound us if we knew what He was doing. He's doing a work in our days that we would not believe if we were told. Why? Because we don't see it. We can't see the big picture of what He's doing. We can't see how everything is working together or how it will come together. But God does. He's in control of every detail. There's never been a moment when it was out of His control. None of it has surprised Him. He didn't learn about the virus from the 6 o'clock news. He's been working in the lives of individuals and countries, working through churches and technology and people helping each other. From the beginning of this crisis, when everything shut down, everything was looking pretty bleak. All we heard was the negative. So for my own sanity and to keep my focus off myself in the situation, I started a list of ways I saw God working. I want to share a few of them with you. I noticed that finally I get to find out what my husband's doing all day because he's working from home. I can see the world from a different perspective, and I can see health from a different perspective. God's teaching us to trust Him more and helping us grow in faith. He's teaching me how to use Zoom and other technological things and not be afraid of it. He's pretty much forcing families to spend time together uninterrupted as a family, and He's returning our hearts to our family. People have slowed down. They're not hurrying from here to there as much. And people are becoming more conscious of germs and cleanliness. Also, we have to be more intentional about our friendships and staying in contact with people. Of course, I'm not seeing the big picture like God does. If I did, I know I wouldn't be able to comprehend it all. But I can look for God's hand from my viewpoint and see how many things He's doing, so I know His work is not limited to what I see. Later in Habakkuk, God tells him, "The righteous shall live by faith." Living by faith means we don't have to understand what He's doing to know that it's right. I know I can trust Him. What have you seen God doing? I'd love to hear from you. You can contact me at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. I'm Carla Early. Thanks for listening. And remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.